Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. Um,
let's talk about the latest episode of One Piece. And
have you ever wondered why some islands feel more alive than others? Episode 1166 um, reminded me exactly why Elbaf has been so highly anticipated for years. It's a land of immense feasts, hilarious straw hat moments, and ancient lore. This episode had almost everything that makes this series so special. Um, Ironically, the episode focused on Loki and Gunko, uh, but they only had a small amount of screen time. Yeah, by the end, Loki was the character on everyone's mind. Um, Pasek Oda, right? Um, uh, the Giants describe Loki as a monster responsible for tragedy, including the death of King Harold. However,
Remember, One Piece has taught us to never fully trust one-sided stories.
those who have read the manga might already understand what I mean. Loki's refusal to follow the world nobles was a standout moment. He openly ridiculed them and declared his intention to destroy the world with negative emotions. Does this make Loki evil? Um, Perhaps but somehow I'm convinced he's not what Elbaf believes. It's not just because I know what happens in the manga. Oda often writes morally ambiguous characters, and Loki seems more tragic than monstrous. Um, the first thing I noticed was how much this episode felt like classic One Piece, not because of huge battles, but because the Straw Hats were themselves. Usopp proudly recounting his defeat of Oars was Peep Usopp Ba. Sanji surrounded by giant women and losing his mind. Um, Absolutely perfect. What Nani casually turning Road into her servant while Zoro threatened him with death. Classic crew dynamics. I laughed a lot. And it was refreshing to see the crew explore a new island and interact with its people. Uh, Elbaf already feels different from recent arcs because it captures the sense of adventure that made me fall in love with One Piece in the first place. I'll admit the episode title set expectations that weren't fully met. The Gunko Loki encounter was brief, and some fans might be disappointed. However, I loved it. Uh, Not every great One Piece episode needs jaw-dropping fights or animation jaw-dropper. Sometimes excellent world building, fun interactions, and intriguing dialogue are enough. The revelations about Nika, Eldaf's history, Shank's connection to Loki, and the arrival of the Holy Knights feel like pieces of a larger puzzle. Loki has already become one of the final saga's most fascinating characters. If episode 1166 proves anything, it's that Oda only needs a few minutes to create a legend. Uh, if this is the vibe the anime is aiming for in Elbaf, I'm all in. They say the giants of Elbaf have big feet, but they also have big problems. And with that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.
I thought.